Are you part of a group of friends? Usually, what draws friendship groups together is having things in common, like similar interests or activities, and enjoying each other's company. Friendship groups can be a lot of fun. It feels good to belong. But the tricky thing is that if some people belong to a group, that implies that other people don't. Hi there, I'm Dr. Eileen Kennedy Moore, also known as Dr. Friendtastic. I'm an author and clinical psychologist based in Princeton, New Jersey. Each week on the Kids Ask Dr. Friendtastic podcast, I answer a question from a kid about making and keeping friends. If you have a question you'd like me to answer, you can send it in at drfriendtastic.com/submit. That's drfriendtastic.com/submit. Let's listen to today's question.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm 9 years old. This is my question. There's a friend group I want to join, but one of the members of the friend group don't want me to join. How should I handle this?
Hi, Jessica. Thanks for sending in your question. You've touched on a very important topic, which is, what does it mean to belong to a friendship group? When you join a club, the rules are usually very clear. You show up at a certain time, you do a certain activity. With a friendship group, it can be harder to figure out what the rules are. Some friendship groups are very open. Pretty much anyone can belong. For instance, if a bunch of kids play tag every day at recess, that's probably an easy group to join, as long as you play the game and add to the fun. Or you might have a group of neighborhood kids. What brings that group together is living near each other. If you live in the neighborhood and act friendly, that's also probably a relatively easy group to join. But other groups can be trickier to join. If the group is small or the kids know each other very well and spend a lot of time together, it can be hard to join as an outsider. There's another wrinkle to consider in terms of joining a friendship group, and that's something called hierarchy. Hierarchy means who's on top. In some groups, there's no one on top because everyone is an equal member. I like those groups the best. In other groups, there's one person or a couple of people who other group members look up to, and they tend to make all the decisions and even boss everyone else around. So, how could you join this group? First, ask yourself, do you have things in common with the other members? Do you like to do the same things? Do you see each other outside of school? If you don't have much in common, then you're probably not going to be able to join the group. But it sounds like you've already formed individual friendships with some of the group members. That's great. That's usually the best way to ease into a new group. Now, what about the one girl who doesn't want you to join? Would you say she's a more powerful member of the group than the other girls? Or is it a group where everyone is equal? If it's an equal group, being friends with even one member could be enough to help you join. If the other girls always do what she wants and she's against you being part of the group, it will be harder for you to join. The other girls might not want to bring you in if they think she'll be mad at them for doing that. Do you have any idea why she doesn't want you to join? Maybe you had a misunderstanding in the past that you could talk through. Maybe she's afraid the group won't feel as close if it gets too big. Or maybe she's someone who just doesn't like change and needs time to adjust. You might be able to shift her thinking by trying to be extra friendly and kind to her so she can see that it's fun having you around. You could smile and say hi when you see her, give her sincere compliments, or do small things to help her. You could even try asking her for help, which can be a sign of respect. With time, you might be able to wear down her resistance. You could also try deepening your friendships with the other girls. If everyone else in the group knows you well and likes you, it will be harder for her to resist having you be part of the group. Be careful not to gossip about her or try to turn the other girls against her. That would be unkind. But you also don't have to give up and go along with the idea that she's the boss of everything and everyone. Once you know the other girls well, you might want to invite everyone, including that girl, to do something fun with you. Maybe go bowling or have everyone over for pizza and a movie. There's one more very important idea to keep in mind. You don't have to belong to only one friendship group. In fact, I recommend being part of several groups and being open to new members once you're part of a group. This protects you from friendship drama because you have more options. It lets you build more friendships, and it gives you a chance to discover and express different aspects of yourself. You are bigger than just one group. This has been Kids Ask Dr. Friendtastic. You can learn even more about friendship through my funny and practical books for kids, Growing Friendships, A Kid's Guide to Making and Keeping Friends, and Growing Feelings, A Kid's Guide to Dealing with Emotions about Friends and Other Kids. They're available through your library or wherever you buy books.